The best credit card bonuses for November, WestJet changes their Elite Status program for better and for worse, and another big Air Miles redemption event is coming. All this and more on RWRDS Canada's This Week in Rewards for November 2nd through the 8th, 2024. If you're new to RWRDS Canada and looking to make the most of your loyalty programs, credit cards, and travel rewards, you've come to the right place. This is your weekly dose of credit card, loyalty, and travel news in Canada. As always, we'll kick things off with credit cards. There wasn't actually any credit card news this week, but we did have our monthly posts on the best welcome bonus offers for credit cards. And so we'll take a look here at the top 3 travel rewards credit card offers and the top 3 cashback credit card offers. As always with these posts, and what we're looking at here is the value of the welcome bonus. And when we talk about the value, we're not taking into consideration additional benefits cards have or anything like that. It is strictly the value of the bonus miles or points that you get or the cash back, and subtract the annual fee or multiple annual fees if so required for the bonus. As always, when choosing a credit card, there's more to it than this. You should take more into account, but this is a good starting point to see. It's like, well, you know what, this card does have a good offer right now, and it is something I've been considering, so maybe I should jump on it right now because it's one of the best offers. So let's jump right into the best travel credit card welcome bonus offers for November. And for this month, again, it is the TD Aeroplan Visa Infinite card, which is the best travel credit card offer. It's offering up to 50,000 Aeroplan points, and that's via our exclusive offer that is provided to just select partners like RWRDS Canada. If you go to TD's website or into branch or anything like that, you're only going to see an offer for 40,000 bonus points. So with our offer, you're getting 10,000 more points. So these 50,000 points are worth a minimum of $611 in our calculations. Some other places you may see higher. Those 50,000 Aeroplan points are worth $750 in our minds because we value Aeroplan points at 1.5 cents each. But because 25,000 of the points are awarded as an anniversary bonus, you have to pay the annual fee in the second year, which is $139. So that's where we come down to our value of $611 of the welcome bonus, $750 minus $139. Now, of course, if you have one of the higher up TD banking plans, like the all-inclusive plan, you get that annual fee waived every year for the card. So you'll get the full value. You'll get the $750 of value or more, of course, because Aeroplan, you can get more value. We tend to value a bit on the lower end. So you're looking at, $611 to $750 in value from the welcome bonus. I should break down the welcome bonus for you. You get 10,000 points upon making your first purchase on the card. Then you're going to get another 15,000 points when you spend $7,500 within the first 180 days or roughly 6 months. And then you get that additional 25,000 points when you spend $12,000 on the card in the first 12 months, and that 25,000 is awarded as an anniversary bonus. So next up in the top 3 credit card offers, or top 3 travel credit card offers, is the RBC British Airways Visa Infinite card. Another card that doesn't get talked about too much, and this one's offering up to 60,000 Avios when you sign up for the card. And we actually have 2 valuations for this. $585 of value in the first year, and then it actually drops to $570 into year 2. So the way this works is that the card gives you 15,000 bonus Avios as the first welcome bonus, just on approval. Don't even have to spend anything. You get 15,000 Avios, and then you get 35,000 more Avios after you spend $6,000 on the card in the first 3 months, and then you'll get another 10,000 Avios after your first year. So 60,000 Avios are worth at least $900. Again, we value them at 1.5 cents each, just like Aeroplan, but then you have to subtract out 2 years of annual fees, and that gives you $570 in value, but that's after 2 years. If you look at 1 year without the anniversary bonus and only subtracting 1 annual fee, the value actually comes out higher at $585 because most of the bonus comes in that first year. The additional 10,000 are worth less than what you're paying for the annual fee in year 2. But again, this is not a card that you're getting as much for that anniversary bonus. You're getting it for like 10% off British Airways flights, the companion voucher, or 50% off a single award, those type of things. There's a lot of benefits to this card. Like I said, it's kind of one of those under the radar cards that can provide some decent value if you're a British Airways flyer or use a lot of Avios for your rewards. So rounding out the top 3 travel credit card offers for this month is the TD First Class Visa Infinite card. It's offering up to 135,000 TD rewards points, which has a minimum value of $540. So the way this works out is you earn 20,000 points when you make your first purchase on the card, 115,000 more when you spend 5,000 in the first 180 days. So that's 135,000 points within 6 months. No anniversary required. No waiting until the end of the year type thing. And those 135,000 points points are worth $540 when using them for a travel booking on your own. And I should point out that it's first year free as well. So that's where you're getting a little more value. If you had to pay the annual fee in the first year, these values would be lower, but because it's free. And again, if you have a TD plan that covers the annual fee, it'll be covered for the life of the card, as long as you have that plan that covers the annual fees. So let's go back. 135,000 TD rewards points are worth $540 when using them for any travel you booking on the card, for any travel booking that you make on the card and then redeem the points against that charge. Or you can get a lot more value by redeeming via TD's Expedia for TD online travel portal, where you'll get $675 in value for those points. All right, now we'll jump into the top 3 cashback credit card offers. And the first cashback card, like we've seen for a couple months, is actually not a cashback card. It's the American Express Gold Rewards card. So primarily noted as a travel rewards card, but its cashback option and the welcome bonus combined make it the best cashback option in Canada right now. In terms of the welcome bonus is 60,000 points, which is worth $600 in cash back because you redeem 1,000 points to get $10 with Amex statement credit options. So the bonus is awarded as 5,000 membership rewards points for each monthly billing period in which you spend $1,000 on the card in the first year. Those 60,000 points are worth $600 in cashback statement credits, less the annual fee of $250, and you get the $350 in value, which is the highest cashback welcome bonus in Canada right now. In second place is an actual cashback card, and that's the TD Cashback Visa Infinite card. Its welcome offer is also $350, but this one's a little, I guess, tighter in terms of how you earn it because it's only awarded as 10% cash back on a total spend of $3,500 in gas purchases, grocery purchases, and pre-authorized payments. Whereas the Amex card, it's on any purchases you make on the card. Plus the Amex card, you're still going to earn your base points on top of that bonus. This 10% builds in your actual everyday earn rates on the TD card. So the bonus is actually like, a maximum of 7%. So the card does come with a first year waiver, but if you get that 10% on that $3,500 of purchases in those categories, you're gonna get $350 cash back. And of course, because it's first year free, you get the full $350. And the card's pretty decent because you only have to redeem $25 that cash back at any time to get that cash back. So that's second place. In third is another TD card, and it's the same third card from Travel, TD First Class Travel Visa Infinite card with its cashback option. It provides less value than Travel, but it's still one of the best cashback options out there. I hope I'm not confusing you guys too much here, but those 135,000 TD rewards points, I'm not going to break down how you earn them because I already did that in the first part, but it gives you a minimum value of $337.50 in terms of cashback value for that welcome bonus. And so that wraps up the top credit card welcome bonuses for the month of November, and that's it for credit cards. Before we continue on to loyalty rewards and travel news, be sure to hit the like button if you like today's content, subscribe to our channel if you don't do so, hit that notification bell so you're notified when we put up new videos, share the content with friends, families, coworkers, anybody who you think can benefit from the information we provide in our videos, on our podcast, on our website, you name it, and leave a comment below with any questions you have on today's content or anything else to do with loyalty programs, travel, you name it, anything in Canada or worldwide, because we do cover over 170 programs around the world on our other website, frequentflyerbonuses.com. This episode of This Week in Rewards is proudly brought to you by Saily. Saily is a new eSIM service brought to you by Nord Security, who are famous for their NordVPN service. Canada is famous, or should I say infamous, for having some of the highest costs for mobile services, and this extends beyond our borders when using your Canadian provider while traveling abroad. Using an eSIM service is a great way to save on those excessive fees, and Saily provides affordable eSIM services in over 160 countries and 8 regions. With a Saily eSIM, you'll always have a connection when needed, and you won't have to worry about high fees or needing to search out a cafe or hotel with a poor Wi-Fi connection, nor do you have to worry about carrying multiple SIM cards and fumbling about to switch them over. You'll save yourself time at the airport or train station, as you won't have to go buy yourself a local card. With Saily, all you have to do is download their app and then pick the plan that works for you, and you can save 15% with our exclusive discount code RWRDS Canada. It can be for a single country like the US, an entire region like Europe, or you can even go for a global plan. The plans range from 1 day to an entire year and provide 5 to 20 gigabytes of data. The Saily app will guide you through the process to set up your eSIM, including activation, but you don't have to worry about losing time or data, as it only turns on automatically once you have landed at your destination. For our listeners and viewers, you can get that exclusive 15% discount on Saily eSIM data by downloading the Saily app and using code RWRDS Canada, all one word, lowercase, RWRDS Canada, at checkout, or go to saily.com/RWRDS Canada to have the code automatically applied. All right, now we'll move on to travel and loyalty news. And the big news this week was WestJet Rewards revealing the changes to their elite tier status program for 2025. Both good news and bad news here. And right now, as it stands, it kind of leans more towards the bad news side, that the changes are more negative than positive. So the first change to the program is increased tier qualifying spend thresholds. So the first time in the history of WestJet's elite tier status program, they're adjusting the qualifying spend thresholds. They're all going up. So silver, which is right now $3,000 of qualifying spend per year, it's going to be $4,000. Gold goes from $5,000 to $6,000, and platinum jumps from $8,000 to $10,000, and that's all in 2025. So there you got these pretty big sized increases. Something we never like to see. I do understand some of the reasoning behind it for WestJet. I think they're trying to bring down the numbers or amount of people who do qualify, because there were some people who would qualify for gold with just one flight, one round trip business class flight, if they spent a lot on that one flight, whereas there's others who are like road warriors flying WestJet all the time, and they may not be qualifying for gold because their spend, for flying between, say, Calgary and Vancouver or something may take a lot longer to do that. So there's a little bit of adjustments there. So it's good and bad news in terms of that regard. Overall, I think more bad news, because you never like to see those increases. I think we do have to also consider that it is still one of the lowest in terms of, I think, earning elite status. Like if you think about what it takes to earn elite status with Air Canada's Aeroplan program or some of the other programs, typically it does take more spending and other things, like not just spend. You also have to do like segments and miles and all these different things in all these different programs, whereas WestJet is just on the spend portion. So, but again, seeing an increase, not always good. So, and then the next change is rezoning of priority boarding. So WestJet is going to be changing the way how people board in the various zones. So zone 1 is strictly going to be people seated in premium and business class and platinum members. So gold WestJet Rewards members lose out on zone 1 boarding. They are being relegated to zone 2. I've seen some negative feedback about this online, and of course you never want to see this, but now zone 2 is strictly going to be gold and silver members, as well as anybody who has purchased or is in extended comfort. So they've kind of thinned out this one as well, because they used to have, I think anybody in rows 14 beyond could be zone 2, as long as they weren't flying, I think, ultra basic. Somebody can correct me on that. I don't have everything in front of me. But so they've kind of thinned out zone 2 as well, where it's going to be gold and silver. But again, for golds, a devaluation in their minds, because you're moving from zone 1 to zone 2. So the next thing is actually a positive change for the program, and that's the expansion of complimentary upgrades that are provided to elite status members. So starting on January 15th, top tier members traveling with a companion who may not have status or lower status on the same reservation, they'll both be eligible for upgrades to premium cabins. Currently, upgrades are only offered to the elite member, so this makes it a little better if you're traveling with somebody else to be upgraded. Of course, this is all subject to availability and other people who might be upgraded before you. With premium cabins not having very many seats in them on the 737s, to upgrade 2 people versus 1, it may be tougher, but at least it's there. So if you're traveling on a route that's not as busy, there's a good option that you and your companion will be upgraded. The next change here, this is probably one of the biggest, I guess. The term I used in the blog post is decimation of the program, and hopefully what WestJet had told me is this won't be so big of decimation, but right now, based on everything released, is the changing of the milestone award levels and the choices. So currently right now in the program, you as a elite status member, you can receive milestone awards at like $4,000 spending, $6,000, $8,000, $10,000 of qualifying spending. So every $2,000 of qualifying spending, you get a milestone reward. You'd get a milestone award, which typically most people went for the companion voucher, or there's like lounge vouchers and that, which are still there as well. For 2025, the first level drops to $2,000, so that's kind of like Alaska Airlines. Before you even reach status, you can get this milestone award, but the reward is nothing big. It's not a companion voucher. It's like a like a WestJet dollars or $200 of qualifying spend, or there's like a gift card. So nothing huge, but it's kind of dangling the carrot for people to see, hey, you know what? They give me something at $2,000. I'm going to once I reach a next level, I can get something. But that next level is now $8,000, and then $12,000, $16,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. So they've really increased the amounts between receiving those awards. And that's where people are seeing this decimation, as I call it, in the milestone awards, because it takes a lot more spend, and you're going to get a lot less of these companion vouchers or these the lounge passes. And they also got rid of the gifting of gold as one of the milestone award choices. So that's a tough pill to swallow in terms of that, because that's been a really attractive part of the elite status program. Now, WestJet told me, I met with them towards the end of October to discuss these elite status changes, and they said that they will be adding more choices that will more than make up for the increased spend of the awards and the spread between receiving those awards. So fingers crossed that lives up to that they will provide some additional choices that will be really worthwhile. And then speaking of milestone awards, which provide complimentary vouchers that are issued as a milestone award, those are being improved because they're extending the eligibility of them to 2 years. So right now they expire after 1 year, they're going to expire after 2 years, and that includes any vouchers that have been issued and have not been used yet. Those will now have a 2-year expiry date. So this is good news, because a lot of people were earning a lot of those vouchers with every $2,000 of spending, and people weren't using them all up. So now you'll have better chances to use them all up. So I guess that softens the blow of maybe not earning as many vouchers in 2025. If you have a lot left over from 2024, you'll have 2 years to use them. But 2 years from now, there may be less. So again, a lot of good and bad in all these changes from WestJet. I'd love to hear what all our readers, viewers, listeners think. Let us know in the comments below. Send us an email, or comment on the blog post. There'll be a link in our description to the blog post where we have even more details on all these changes from WestJet. All right, let's continue on. So next up, Air Miles has another big redemption rebate coming up. This is from November 14th through to 21st. So you're getting a good heads up this time of it. You're going to get 30% back in miles this time when you redeem either 95 or more cash miles or 250 or more dream miles. So compared to the last event, it was only 25% rebate, and you had to redeem 1,000 dream miles at that time. And the dream miles part was limited at that time to it was just merchandise and entertainment. This time it's any dream miles redemptions. So this means that you're going to be able to redeem for travel, you name it, anything like that, and you can get this redemption. So basically, like I said, the way it works, you get 30% back in miles on dream miles for any Air Miles dream rewards of 250 or more miles that you redeem for, or 30% back on cash miles redemptions of 95 or more miles. There's a maximum of 114 bonus miles that can be earned in connection with cash miles redemptions, or you can earn a maximum of 1,500 bonus miles back if you're doing dream miles redemptions. So next up in travel and loyalty is a bonus points offer where you can earn 20 times Aeroplan points on Canadian Down and Feather Company purchases made via the Aeroplan eStore. We usually don't talk about a single store like this. Oh, I guess we do sometimes, Apple and Amazon, because they're the most popular, but this one is significant because I don't think we've seen a 20 times bonus, or if we have, it's very rare. So this is a really big bonus if you need to get yourself some pillows, duvets, covers, things like that. It's all ethically sourced, a good Canadian company. So this is via the Aeroplan eStore. There'll be a link below which will take you to the blog post, which will take you to the eStore, and you just shop via there. You make sure you log in and make any purchases via Canadian Down and Feather. By November 17th, 2024, you're going to get 20 points per dollar spent. So it's a good chunk of points you can earn for some decent quality bedding products. I'll close out this episode quickly to talk about Give a Mile's holiday campaign. Give a Mile is a charity where you can donate points, miles, cash, whatever you name it, to give flights of compassion to family and friends of people who are end of life, who have terminal conditions, who are in hospice. It's a great charity. RWRDS Canada has supported them for many years. We've worked together with them. And we've signed on as a flight hero this year. So there's going to be a link in the description below. All we ask is that you even just donate 1,000 points. Our goal this year is to raise 50,000 points to help them reach 52 flights of compassion. So I know the RWRDS Canada community can do this. We only need 25 people to donate 1,000 points each. And you'll be like, well, that's only 25,000 points. Well, we're going to match here at RWRDS Canada. We'll match all donations up to 25,000 to get us to that 50,000 level. And hopefully we'll get even more donations to go way beyond that. You know, Give a Mile states that on average it costs about 60,000 points for a free flight. So maybe we can try for 60,000. So I know you guys can help out. The link will be below, but I'm going to have a full-on podcast and video of this next week, delving more into the Give a Mile story, and you can learn more about this amazing charity. And that's all she wrote for this week. Be sure to check out the RWRDS Canada website and our socials on a daily basis, because we are posting so much stuff, and especially now Black Friday, Cyber Monday coming up. There's going to be so many things coming up, so many deals to earn more points or get discounts. So if you don't follow us yet, we have links in the description to all our social channels. And if you don't have the opportunity to visit us on a daily basis, at a minimum, I always say subscribe to our newsletter, because we summarize everything every Friday in terms of news. And then Saturdays, our bonus bulletin, where there's bonus points, offers for flights, hotels, car rentals, and more. And remember, if you are earning more miles and more points, you'll have more rewards to be able to travel the world for cheaper, or even for free, or get your merchandise for cheaper or for free. There's so many things you can do with points and miles, but you do have to earn them so that you can redeem them. Thank you everybody for tuning in this week. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye-bye.